Hi guys, how are you today? Time to talk 90 Day Fiancé. We got a couple things to talk about. Now, 90 Day Fiancé in the gossip world has gone kind of quiet the last couple of days, and I really do think that's because we're in between the tell-all and the return of The Other Way. So things should pick up, but you know, I would say yesterday things started getting a little spicy, should I say, for Paul. So we're going to talk about the Paul and Karine fan backlash. They're really upset with them, and I understand why. But first, we're going to talk about, oh God, Jenny and Sumit. Okay, now listen. I used to like Jenny a lot and their romance and everything until I took a step back and had to have a one-to-one people, okay, with myself. I'm like, what am I doing? At the end of the day, this is an open public affair. I think it's when the parents came on, the last episode, when the parents came on and said how Jenny deceived them. They made them think that, you know, she was moving over there and she was just a family friend, but really she was going upstairs banging Sumit and then coming downstairs acting like nothing happened. I started changing my ways because as a wife, I would not want to be treated like that. I'm taking now the stance of the victim, which is Sumit's wife. Can you imagine getting cheated on? It's horribly embarrassing in their country. Divorces aren't looked on too likely there. You know, they try to keep their family together, so it's embarrassing. Then people have to watch this, and she does over and over again because we're on a #1 rated national TV show. How would you guys feel? I mean, I'm not liking Jenny one single bit. What is going on between her and Sumit is an affair, okay? And for me, I don't like to see people getting hurt. My heart goes out to that wife. She didn't sign up for this. But, you know, and now I'm looking at this differently. Like, I'm not like a heartbreaker. I'm not a person that thinks only my feelings matter and to hell with the other woman. Jenny is that other woman. Now, on this upcoming episode, this is what we're going to see. We're going to see Sumit sit down with his parents, who admitted on the last time we seen the show that they don't like Jenny. And can we say we blame them? He's going to sit down with them and tell his side of the story, which is he wants them to bless his affair. Oh my God. No, I'm going to be honest, upfront and honest, people. He wants his parents to bless the affair. Bless the fact that the woman that they picked for him. Now, listen, this is no secret. This is what they do in their country. They have arranged marriages. The woman that they picked for him, and I'm sure they had to pay some money too, and however that process works, did not work out. Sumit is walking out on it. His marriage that he promised and made vows, he got married, okay, and promised to be the best husband that he can be. No, he's had to change her heart. Not only that, he wants to go with this American woman who is financially strapped, because don't forget, she said last episode that she was reaching into her 401k, lives off a fixed income, who's financially strapped, that is has dedicated. She doesn't care who she hurts to winning you over, Sumit. He wants his parents to give him, and that she lied to your family, not just your parents, the entire family. And she's making you guys look bad. He wants the parents to give them his blessing. So much so that he said, I tried to stay in the arranged marriage for you, but I couldn't take it anymore. And not only that, I thought about taking my own life 3 times. Someone said to me one day that your problems are a result of your decisions. So you shouldn't feel sorry for yourself. You need to make different decisions. That's true. You have to take accountability for this, Sumit. Am I sad that you tried to take your own life? No. And that is if you ever attempted to take your own life at all. I really do believe at this point there was nothing you will do to prevent marrying Jenny. And that includes lying. And if you have to lie and say that you thought about taking your own life, I don't think you're too above doing that. I think you are low enough to tell your parents something like that. Because you have gotten yourself into a mess. You have embarrassed yourself, Jenny, and everyone around you. I mean, no one wants this marriage to happen, including Jenny's family. They could say that they approve of it now. That's because they had no choice. She said, I'm doing this or else. I mean, this marriage is the worst. But okay, if you want to go ahead and jump off a bridge, if I was his parents, I would say, go ahead, go jump. I would not care. And I don't think they're going to give him their blessing either. He doesn't deserve their blessing. You've lied to them. You brought the mistress in the home. And then you embarrassed them with all the people in your country. Because that's not how things work in your country. So, am I going to feel sad on the upcoming episode? No, not at all. I mean, listen, your life is a complete wreck right now because of your choices. I'm going to tell you, like my friend told me, it's your choices. You make horrible choices, and you guys are going to keep having this affair. And let me tell you, after you get what you want, because after a while people are going to get tired of fighting, Sumit, and you do actually marry Jenny, you have a hard time keeping a job. It is what it is, okay? The lust is not going to last forever, and I don't even know why it's still there now. I mean, yeah, it just boggles me. I'll leave it at that. But life isn't gonna be peaches and roses like you think. You might end up leaving Jenny because it's going to be a sheer living hell. You guys are gonna be in India because you can't afford to go back over to the US. You gotta pay for those visas and whatnot. You're gonna be shunned in India. You're gonna really break the relationship between you, Sumit, and his family. It's just a mess, people. And is it worth it for an affair? For a woman that's 30 years your senior? Does that make sense? Make it make sense, people. If it makes sense to you, let me know in the comments section. Explain it in a way that makes sense, because right now I'm thinking, these two need to break up like yesterday. I'm over them, and I'm so much over them, I even get tired of watching them on the tube. Okay, so let's move on to the Paul and Karine thing. This is more disappointing news, okay? So we know Paul and Karine had broke up because she allegedly had an affair with her trainer. His name was Blake and whatnot. And then this sent Paul into a tirade. He was on social media every day. He started throwing out allegations about Karine, how she put glass in his food. And then she said that he violated her. People are starting to give these two major backlash because now that they're together, and I had a caller call into one of my shows a couple days ago, I believe her name was Andrea, who said, I am absolutely devastated because I stood by Karine's side when she said that Paul violated her. And now all of a sudden, false alarm, we're back together. Paul did an interview the other day. I believe it was with my friend John Yates. I think it was on that interview. I'll double check. But he did an interview yesterday when he said, I think it's best we just drop things and work things out peacefully in a civil matter. Which means, okay, we're not going to talk about what happened. We're going to act like it never happened, and we're just going to return to being this loving couple. Not only that, he also said that TLC didn't invite them to the tell-all because they needed space to work things out. I mean, I guess you could look at it that way, or they could look at it as, no way, this is not going to fly with the public. Karine made serious allegations. She said you assaulted her. And now you guys are claiming that this didn't happen. I want no parts of it. You could look at it that way. That's the way TLC is looking at it. Nevertheless, you guys have hurt and really upset a lot of fans that were standing by your side. I mean, you can't make such harsh allegations as though she is trying to end your life by putting glass in your food, and now false alarm. You cannot make the allegations that he sexually violated me. False alarm, now we're the best, and we want you guys to cheer us on. People are giving them major backlash, so much so that it might affect your job, because you're not going to have that many fans anymore. I mean, I think you guys should come on, do an interview, or go live like Paul loves to do and address the fans as to those allegations, serious allegations that both of you put out there. And when you're doing the live interview, you should also address the fact that about baby number 2. Now, my Andrea, not the other caller Andrea, my Andrea had brought to my attention probably at the beginning of the week how Karine has had the baby already, baby number 2, and we heard nothing about it. We don't know the baby's name. We haven't seen a picture of the baby. And she was like, is there a reason that they're keeping the baby from the public? And I said, what kind of reason could it be? She was like, maybe the baby doesn't look like Paul. Maybe the baby looks like the black guy on the internet that she had the picture with. Or maybe the baby looks like the trainer, Blake. Why aren't we seeing the baby? Why don't we know the baby's name? So if you go on live to clear all of this up, don't forget to add that part in. I mean, you were all over the internet when Pierre was born. I mean, I couldn't turn away. Everywhere I looked, there was Paul, Karine, and little Pierre. What's going on with baby number 2? I mean, I feel that by you living your life on public television, you know, you kind of owe us. You're leaving us hanging, guys. You're leaving us hanging. And when you leave the fans hanging, it turns into a huge backlash. So you guys might want to address those issues right away. Okay, like I said in every video, we got a lot to talk about in the comment section, people. Number 1, what do you guys feel about Jenny and Sumit and this affair that they're having? Do you think it's worth it? Yes or no? And number 2, do you guys think that Paul and Karine should do some kind of interview or come on live addressing these serious allegations that they threw at each other? And by the way, don't forget to add whatever happened to the baby number 2. I think that should happen. All right, guys, if you like this video, don't forget to click that like button. It does wonders for my video. If you haven't already subscribed and hit the notification bell, go ahead and do that. I'll meet you guys in the comment section. We have a lot to talk about today. Bye for now.